Drop defenders, I'm talking to you.
Can we just, like, get the bullshit out of the way right now? I've seen so many accusations towards the person who found this pop, people calling them a liar, people saying that they did it for attention. There were multiple people after we posted a video saying, well, you just did it so that the Gastlecast would talk about it.
What?
Yeah.
Really? For real?
Legitimately.
I'll be honest with you, I feel, like, really honored to hear that. Because if people are thinking they're making up stuff specifically for us to talk about it on YouTube, that is incredible. Whoever said that, I just want you to know, I really honestly do appreciate that.
By the way, they f***ing hate us.
Then that's fine. But the fact is, if they think people are going around and creating content in order for us to discuss it and yell trash about, that is awesome. Yeah. And you are one of our biggest supporters, even though you don't like us.
Yeah. The person that I spoke with wasn't even the person who found the pop. It was legitimately just a friend of ours that somehow knows the person who found it. So the friend of ours I spoke about yesterday, I do trust that person and their word. They've never led me to believe that they would lie to me. I put trust where I can put it, right? I do trust that my friend was telling me the truth when they said, hey, I know that guy and he's not a liar and there's no reason for him to do that shit.
It's he said, she said, just like Limp Bizkit said, Heather. We see this Funko Pop showing up at Marshall's. You might not want to believe that this story is true, but based off what we know, we believe it to be true. And we've broken a lot of stories here, big ones. How about when people got laid off and fired over at Funko? We were the one to break that news.
Literally the day that it happened before their offices were even packed up.
We have all the insider knowledge. Now, I'm not saying that this whole Marshall's thing is an insider knowledge thing, although if you've got insider knowledge as to how this occurred, we would love to know, because we have been hearing from a ton of people who are saying, I know what happened. My so-and-so works there, or I went to Marshall's and I know how they do things. People have their conspiracies over how this occurred. Either somebody's lying, or this Funko Pop showed up from some shop that shut down that was selling Funko Pops. The bottom line is that Marshall gets stuff from retailers and retailer warehouses. This came from Funko in some capacity. Did it end up in a large bin with a bunch of other Funko Pops? Did it just happen to be an NFT Funko Pop by accident because Funko doesn't know how to keep track of them? Because we've only seen one out in the real world so far that showed up at a Marshall's. This isn't like all over the United States thing right now. It just isn't.
Yet.
Well, yeah, I know not yet, but I'm just saying up until this point, which is why I understand why people could look at this and say, this is unbelievable. I don't believe it. This is bull.
I get it too, and people want to protect the things that they love. People know that they spend a lot of money on these NFT pops, and a lot of people who are defending this probably own 1, 2, 3 of that exact pop that we saw at Marshall's.
They're protecting the value.
They will be incredibly disappointed if that actually showed up at Marshall's for the price that it was marked at. So Chris mentioned quite a few possibilities. Now here's the thing. Never have I ever seen Marshall's post up a bunch of old comics. Like if Marshall's bought Bob's Comics stock because they were going out of business, right? I've never seen the stock from what a comic shop would be. And comic shops typically purchase collections, right? So that would be one scenario if Marshall's did that. But they purchase from other retailers with generally more than one location, I would assume.
Yeah, because those retailers want to get rid of their garbage that they can't sell. So Marshall sells it at a discount.
So me personally, I believe that it came either directly from Funko somehow by maybe someone at their warehouse who didn't know the difference between a regular pop and an NFT pop, or it came from a retailer who, again, somehow got that Funko Pop, which they shouldn't have gotten it because they're specific to NFT holders, and it ended up at a Marshall's. But there are other things that could have happened. And I've said it in last night's video, and I'm going to say it again. I believe the person who found this pop is telling the truth and that they did find this item at Marshall's. One thing that I saw a lot of people saying is that the SKU was not matching the item. Some people were saying that it matches something in the men's section, and then other people were saying that it matches an item named Chirpy Bird. It's apparently like a toy that chirps or something.
Okay.
To that theory, I want to say that's not hard evidence that it's completely false, because I was mentioning in a couple comments today by people who were like completely disregarding the fact that Funko or Drop could have done this. I have personally purchased many items from Marshalls, Home Goods, TJ Maxx, they're all related, that have been mislabeled. And my favorite and the most memorable was I purchased a wreath and it was marked as bedding. So happens sometimes, and that's not hard evidence. Now, hard evidence would be if you took a video of an employee setting that pop on the shelf, then a day or two later, a guy coming in and purchasing it.
Or a Marshall's employee confirming it, like some sort of connectivity there. I don't think we'll ever see it because Marshall's employees are just putting out merchandise. They don't give a shit.
Well,
about
not
an
only
NFT Funko
that,
Pop?
but stores like that often hire seasonal employees.
That too, sure.
They probably don't even know what the hell is going on. Who's to even say that they're a permanent employee? But I believe that it somehow got from Funko to Marshalls, who shouldn't have it, or from Funko to a secondary retailer who shouldn't have had it, to Marshalls. There's one possibility that not enough people are talking about, and that's, what if somebody planted it? And I'm not talking about the person who found it. What if somebody wanted to cause an uproar?
Oh, I see.
And they very carefully took one of those price stickers, or an employee made a
would they do that? That's
I know. Well, they probably know how crazy Funko collectors are and just wanted to see.
And they all
a
right now
bunch
they're
of
sitting
nerds
back
fight
and they're
each other.
laughing and they're watching the videos.
Yeah.
They're watching us get attacked in our last video.
Yeah. The Gastlecast.
That's what this is all about.
What if someone hates us so much they planted this to try
So we would talk about it,
Yeah.
and so then we would end up getting attacked heavily,
Yeah.
hardcore.
Well, honestly, a lot of people, like, I've literally seen like a 50-50 split.
Hold on, I took a poll today.
Well, hold on. Before we get into that, first of all, those price tags that they put on their products, they have those little circles in the middle, and they are damn near impossible to get off cleanly. I feel like someone either took the time to pull it off, or someone returned it to Marshalls, claimed they didn't have a receipt, and then they just put it back on Marshall shelves.
I mean, that's possible.
It is possible. And all of that to cause an uproar because, you know, if that did happen, it most likely wasn't purchased from Marshalls.
So my poll was, have you lost faith in the handling of Funko NFTs by Funko and Drop? And the first option is, I've lost total faith. Second one is, no, I'm still confident in their program. And the last one is, NFTs are trash and I hate them. This is 284 votes. 49% said, I've lost total faith. That makes sense to me because we're there as well. The no, I'm still confident is 25%. That's the lowest percentage here. And the NFTs are trash is 27%. If you have a box that's lost in the mail, they give you a $30 credit sometimes. That's ridiculous. That should never even be a thing.
And again, I've said this a million times, but they're literally giving you a credit to spend on their website. They're not even reimbursing you $30 to your original payment method, which is garbage.
And then also Funko Pops are reaching people completely damaged. They look like they're being stomped the out. And it seems like sometimes Funko and Drop don't have boxes to replace it. So we've been begging for pop protection for these for a really long time, but we haven't gotten that either.
Yeah, and I understand that like a lot of these issues have to do with the carrier, but the fact that Funko isn't even utilizing the carrier's insurance is a huge red flag. And not only that, they're not even offering at the very least a soft protector, let alone a hard protector. And so many collectors have said they would pay for their pops to come protected. I think it's absolutely bonkers that people are blindly trusting this company and protecting a company who don't even protect their investments. I mean, these people are spending hundreds of dollars on these pops and on these drops, and they say, oh, your pop got lost in the mail? Well, the best I can do is $30 to spend right back on our website.
I saw a lot of comments where people are blindly trusting Drop and Funko. One person went as far to say that they trust Drop and Patrick before they would ever trust a story like this. That is unbelievable because you at least want to be sure that this is true or false before you say, I believe it to be true or false. Why would you just say, I'm going to believe Drop and Funko and Patrick or whoever? Those are the guys who want your money. Why are you going to believe them?
I think that people feel like they're friends or something because they can talk on Discord. I don't know.
I think that those people that were fighting with us are somehow interwoven and connected to Funko and Drop. There's something weird going on there because they're highly defensive when it comes to like NFTs and other related things.
Well, either that or they're the guys that participate in every single drop and they don't want us to diminish the value of their NFT
That's
pops.
the big one. People don't want their Funko Pops to be diminished in value because those Superman Funko Pops, if they do start popping up everywhere, that value is gone.
The problem is they're calling people liars and diminishing people's character. And I'm not just talking about us. You know, people call us liars all the time. There's no reason for me to lie.
Brian Mariotti called us filthy little liars, I think, right? Filthy little, nasty little liars. So.
Okay, well, he's a nasty piece of
But I mean, he did call us that.
He did.
Because he was mad. I'm seeing linkage here. He was mad that we were talking about the firings and the layoffs. He didn't like what we were saying in our video, which was true, by the way, and confirmed by a lot of people.
Well, he also didn't like that we talked about his legal troubles for insider trading.
That's right. So we were saying all of the true things, and he was mad that we were saying all the true things. And in his boardroom meetings, he was telling people that we were lying and that what we were saying was not true. That's weird. People are commenting and saying that we're lying and that it's not true, and they're trying to go out there and say that everything that we say is false. Oh my God, it's the Gastlecast again. But we always deliver the truth.
Yeah, I don't understand all of like the distrust and disliking. It's just goofy.
People are just angry. They're just angry at us.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, they can
They want
be.
their Funko Pops to have value, and we're saying that they don't.
That's cool. The thing is, I don't think about them, but they're thinking about me, so that's a big compliment.
You leave comments like that all the time for the haters, and they get so riled up.
I know, they hate it. But guess what? They continue to watch.
It's true.
And comment. You know what they do when they're watching and they're commenting is they're just pushing us up further and further to get seen.
The one person was like, I never watch you guys anyway, after you were kind of going back and forth with him in the comment section, which you should stop doing, by the way. We're big timers now. We don't have to deal with these people. But they basically like, we don't watch that much, or they don't watch that much, whatever. They had like 78 comments. I don't know, but I think you watch a lot. Sounds like somebody else is a nasty little liar.
I think they're obsessed with me. I don't know.
We just want to say that we believe everything that happened in yesterday's video. We stand behind it. We have not received any information saying otherwise. And if you have information that's legitimate that tells us that this did not happen, we want the proof. Email us at gastlecast@gmail.com. We've gotten a lot of messages. We actually just had a phone call. We've gotten a lot of emails where people are trying to say that it's not true, but no one has proof. So when we see proof, we'll make a video saying that we were wrong.
Well, what's very frustrating is that people continue to ask for hard proof. I gave you my soft proof. I trust who I trust, and I'm a pretty good judge of character, as you've learned, because you trust people you shouldn't trust, and I tell you shouldn't trust them, and then shit goes down, and you shouldn't have trusted them, and you should have listened to me.
What? That never happened.
It happens all the time.
No. Lying.
And I trust people that have earned my trust.
I don't trust you after that comment you just made about me. That wasn't true. Now we got a little bit of drama. That's our next video.
I can't wait.
It's a little battle between me and you.
I cannot wait. All of these people were asking for hard proof, but here's me asking you for hard proof that it didn't actually happen and it's totally false. And I don't want to hear that bull about it being in the men's section or it being a completely different type of toy. I don't care about that because people are human and they make mistakes, and people at Marshall's are human and they sticker those items. Anything could have happened. A lot of situations could have happened. I still believe that Funko would have done this because do you remember, we haven't even brought it up in this video, do you remember when that unreleased SDCC Funko Pop that was previously announced, it was one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with a surfboard,
yeah. The Leonardo.
Showed up at a ton of Burlingtons, and at first people were like, oh, that's not real, and then it started showing up at every Burlington.
Explain that.
Anyway, if you want to trust a company that does shit like that, feel free. We are not going to trust everything that they say, and we are going to question it, and we are going to speak out against things that we feel need to be spoken out about, because this NFT thing showing up at Marshall's is weird, and if it came from Funko to Marshall's or Funko to some other retailer that shouldn't have had it to Marshall's, that's a big problem.
We just want a little bit of drama. That's all these videos are. Drama, 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 and we love it. We just love to bathe in the drama.
I mean, that's really what it all leads back to. We love drama. That's what we strive for.
I just love to rub my body all in it. I love it so much.
Are you done?
Well, we already asked you yesterday what you thought about this situation, but we're going to ask you again.
What do you think about this situation? Again.
And give us your best conspiracy theory over what happened with this Funko Pop. I want it to be so ridiculous. Hashtag NFT conspiracy. Thank you so much for staying until the very end of the video. We really appreciate all of your support. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Jeremy Strecker, Renee Marin, Andrew Leatherman, Adam Ang, Gavin Holter, Nicholas Ventez, Nicholas Moser, BBB Meister 83, Noah Crisco, and David Newman. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys are amazing. And remember to hit that subscribe button and the like button if you haven't already. Hit that little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live or post brand new content. We post new content every single day, and we go live every Sunday between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss out on that, so make sure that you tune in. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Gastlecast. We have a blast there. You don't want to miss it. Check it out and find all the ways that you can support this channel.